Hi, my name is Mercedes Mitchell, and my project is based on the life of a cocaine addict. Growing up in a household with someone who used drugs every day was very difficult and hard, having to watch her inject herself with needles and snort cocaine up her nose. Many nights I didn't know what to do or how to react to the situation. I would cry myself to sleep, or I would just hide in the closet because I did not want to be involved with it at all. But I knew I could no longer let my mom suffer, so I had to help her. So I'm going to take you back into the history of how everything really happened. My mom became addicted to drugs at a young age due to the fact that she was molested by someone who was very important to her, and they played a huge role in her life. She ended up pregnant with my oldest brother, and from there everything went downhill. But when it really hit rock bottom for her is when my grandmother was killed by my grandfather. After that, she just lost it all. She didn't know which way to turn, who to turn to, or she didn't know no one to trust. So she started hanging out with the wrong crowd, and once you get around people, they peer pressure you to do things that you would never do. And one thing that she turned to was cocaine. She tried crack, weed, cigarettes, liquor, all of that. Nothing really helped her reach that high except for cocaine. Many nights, it would just be hard to sit there and watch your parent do something like that. But I knew that I couldn't open my mouth to question her because she was my mother. Everything really started to go crazy for her is when she gave birth to me and my twin sister. My sister was not going to make it at all, and the doctors gave her a choice. She could either choose me or she could choose my sister, and she decided to choose me. And when she made that decision, my father walked out on her. He told her that she was stupid, she was retarded, that why would she choose me and not the one that was going to die. And she gave custody of me away to my grandparents because she just couldn't look at me the same. When I was like 11 or 12 years old, she received custody of me again, and everything was going good. She was clean. She was my mother again. I felt like she was never on drugs, but she ended up having a relapse. And when she had that relapse, it was hard for everyone, me and my youngest brother especially. It was nights when he would cry and ask what's wrong with her, and I would just have to tell him that she's okay, everything will be alright, don't worry about it, close your eyes and go to sleep. And I would have to go in the room and take the rope off of her arm and remove the needles and put her in cold baths so that she can revive herself again. And I just got to a point where I could no longer do it anymore. I just told her, like, Mom, you have to get your life together for me and my brother. I mean, we understand that you've been through stuff, trials and tribulations, but you have kids now that you have to take care of. And she looked at me and she just started crying. And she said that for you, I will go and I will receive help. She left and she went to Jackson, Michigan, and received help there at a rehab facility. We would go and we would visit her and we would see her. But she was gone for approximately 2 years. And when she came back, she was my mother again. She regained custody of me and my youngest brother, and everything was good. She went to college. She received her associate's degree, and now she's a nurse. She's a CNA, and when I look at my mom, she's my hero. Nothing or no one could tell me any differently about her, even though she was addicted to cocaine and she did all it is, and she wasn't there for many parts of my life, but she was there for the main things that happened. She was there when I graduated. She was there when I went off to college, and she's always going to be here. She will always be my mom. One reason why I chose to do this subject and to do my paper on her is because you can look at me and you may not tell my life story or what I've been through, but this is one thing that really affects me and something that I cherish. So, this one person who changed my life, that's my hero, my rock, and my world, is my mother, Karen Mitchell. And I hope that when you watch this video, that you don't look at me any differently, because I was raised up by a drug addict. And if you're going through the same thing that I'm going through, I just want you to know that everything will be okay. You don't have to hide your story. So thank you for watching my video, and this is my project.